Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and I teach IELTS here. Well guys, we are solving academic reading tests and I'm giving you tips, and this is the next video. If you did not watch the previous 4 videos, you must watch them and then you'll be more comfortable in this video because it's the continuation. It's a series of videos. The question type which we are going to discuss today, that is choose 2 letters A to E. This is what we call multiple choice, where out of 5 options you have to choose 2 options. Now choose 2 letters from A to E. A to E means A, B, C, D, E. There are 5 options. Out of 5 options you have to choose 2 options. Now over here the important thing is that you need to read the question statement first. If question statement does not give any clear hint, then you have to go through the options and decide which 2 options are correct. And for this I would like to advise you to read this type of questions first and do it last. Read the questions first in the section and do it at the end in the section. Now what's that? Which 2 of the following statements are made in the text about the Amsterdam bike sharing scheme of 1999? Now these options are not specific. These options are general. That is why I say you should read the first sentence, because the first sentence gives you the hint about the answer. Now about this you cannot scan unless you read the options. Now what is that? Which 2 of the following statements are made in the text about the Amsterdam bike sharing scheme? Now the whole passage is about Amsterdam bike sharing scheme of 1999. 2 statements means you got to go through all the passage and then you'll be able to find, and without reading the options you will not be able to find the clue. Now let me tell you one thing. Already you have solved 2 types of questions. Now the part of the passage which is untouched, which is empty, where you did not find any answer, you have to go there to scan for your answer. Number 1. Number 2, you got to read the options and underline the clue words. Now please take a look. Option A, it was initially opposed by a government department. So you can underline opposed by a government department if they say, and it means bike sharing scheme. B, it failed when a partner in the scheme withdrew support. Failed, partner withdrew support. C, it aimed to be more successful than the Copenhagen scheme. More successful than Copenhagen. Alright. D, it was made possible by a change in people's attitude. So made possible, change, people's attitude is the main word here. And it attracted interest from a range of bike designers. So bike designers attracted interest. Now these points you got to keep in mind and you got to see if there is any relevant information, and again I tell you, you got to see that from the portions of the passage which are still untouched, right? Let's just go back and we see where we've got the information about that. We went through paragraph A, then paragraph B, C, D. In paragraph E, I found a clue. Now what is that? Please come to paragraph. Now for this you need to scan. For this you should have strong scanning ability. Okay. Now when I reached paragraph E and the last 3-4 lines gave me the clue. Please follow me there. It starts with Hugh Molinar, who was a system designer for the project, work alongside Specimen, all that stuff, right? And there we found the answer to question number 14 as well. Let's just see. The last few lines says, please follow me. The last few lines say, but the biggest blow came when Postbank decided to abolish the chip card because it wasn't profitable. That chip card was pivotal to the system. Molinar says, to continue the project, we would have needed to set up another system, but the business partner had lost interest. But the business partner had lost interest. And what is that? It failed when a partner in the scheme withdrew support. Now withdrew support and lost interest, they are the synonyms, and for partner they are using the word, they are actually using the name. Molinar says to continue the project would have needed to set up another system, but the business partner, they had a business partner alongside Shimal Penning, so he lost interest. So that is why this paragraph E's got this information. So option B, it failed when a partner in the scheme withdrew support, is the right one. Now let me tell you, it is not easy. In order to reach there, you should have strong reading skills, strong scanning skills, then strong skimming skills, and then reading comprehension. So without that it will be difficult. Okay, let's go on. Then we read about oppose the government. Once we selected B, let's see. The other options are aim to be successful, then Copenhagen, made possible by changing people's attitude, and it attracted interest. Okay, once we found the answer of question number 19, now you should read ahead. But by the way, answers are not in passage order. They are scattered. They can be anywhere. Anyways, I'm going to scan the last two paragraphs. One is F. I'm going to see if there is any information about that. French advertising operation. There can be some, whenever there is multiple choice, there can be some traps as well. 20,000 bicycles. Paragraph G says in Amsterdam today 38% of all trips are made by bike, and people who travel on the underground don't carry their bikes around, but often they need to. Okay, that's right, I found it. The last three lines, they say something. In the 60s we didn't stand a chance because people were prepared to give their lives to keep cars in the city, but that mentality has totally changed. That mentality has totally changed. What is the statement? The statement is it was made possible by a change in people's attitude. That mentality has totally changed, and change in people's attitude. So they say here, in the 60s we didn't stand a chance. We didn't stand a chance means we were not successful because people were prepared to give their lives to keep cars in the city. But the mentality has totally changed. Today everybody longs for cities that are not dominated by cars. That is why mentality, it is linked with the attitude of people. So it was made possible by a change in people's attitude. Option D is the right answer. So option B and option D, question number 19 and question number 20. Again, it's not that easy. Try to do it at the end. Let's go on. The next is write the correct letters in boxes 21 and 22. Which two of the following statements are made in the text about Amsterdam today? Now just look for the word Amsterdam today. I told you before, for some questions, if the question statement in multiple choice, where out of 5 you got to select 2. If the question statement does not tell anything, then read the options. But if question statement tells something, then scan. Now I'm simply going to scan Amsterdam today. Let's see. Oh my god. Last paragraph. Paragraph G. Just see. In Amsterdam today, it means both answers are going to be here. Now let's just take a look at the options so that we could identify them. Please look at the questions. A. The majority of residents would like to prevent all cars from entering the city. So entering the city, cars, majority residents. B. There is little likelihood of the city having another bike sharing scheme. Little likelihood, another bike sharing scheme means chance. C. More trips in the city are made by bike than by any other form of transport. More trips made by bikes than any other. D. A bike sharing scheme would benefit residents who use public transport. So bike sharing scheme benefit residents who use public transport. E. The city has a reputation as a place that welcomes cyclists. Okay, now let's see. Last paragraph G. In Amsterdam today, 38% of all the trips are made by bike, and along with Copenhagen, it is regarded as one of the 2 most cycle-friendly capitals in the world. Cycle-friendly, pa, 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 it rings a bell. Option E says the city has a reputation as a place that welcomes cyclists, and bicycle friendly cities. Okay, they say here, M says, okay, they are saying two most cycle friendly capitals in the world. Clear? So we will select option D, a bike sharing scheme. Sorry, we will select option E. The city has a reputation as a place that welcomes cyclists. Well guys, let me tell you another thing. These options are not in order. They are all in random order. Now let's read on. We see if we find another one. But the city never got another Witte Fitzen plan. Molinar believes this may be because everybody in Amsterdam already has a bike. Schippening, however, cannot see that this change Amsterdam's need for a bike sharing scheme. People who travel on the underground. Now underground is public transport. People who travel on the underground don't carry their bikes around, but often they need additional transport to reach their final destination. Let's see. Okay, a majority of residents, there is little. Now there was something about a bike sharing scheme would benefit residents who use public transport. Now what are they saying? A bike sharing scheme would benefit residents who use public transport. And what is their statement? The statement is, again I read from there, please follow me. He says Molinar believes this may be because everybody in Amsterdam already has a bike, and Schippening, however, cannot see that this change Amsterdam's need for a bike sharing scheme. People who travel on the underground don't carry their bikes around, but often they need additional transport to reach their final destination. Although he thinks it is strange that city like Amsterdam does not have a successful bike sharing scheme, he's optimistic about the future and all that stuff. So actually option number D, a bike sharing scheme would benefit residents who use public transport. That is the right answer. So for question number 21 and 22, option D for doctor and E for elephant, they are the right answers. Again I tell you, you need precision, you need good understanding, techniques to solve multiple choice where there are 5 options and you got to select 2. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon so that whenever I upload any new video, you should be the one or you should be in the first 100 viewers of that video. Thank you. That's all. I run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that channel as well. I've got a Facebook page, Asad Yaqub IELTS. You must like my page on Facebook as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, you can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best with your IELTS preparation. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.